Hi guys, do you remember that movie?
Get him a body bag! Yeah! Eye contact to the knee. Whoever wins next month will be our new champion. Finish him! The new champion, Daniel Aruso!
Do you remember this part of the movie? Or who are those guys? I know, this is from the 80s movie Karate Kid, but how about Cobra Kai? Do you know anything about this? Okay, let me tell you a little bit about this and how this evolved from the 80s to the present. As a better example, we can have the technology and let me show you something.
Whoa. What the hell is this?
Don't worry, it's gonna be level. I'm just lining it up.
You put it on the wrong wall. I said the wall across from the door.
This is the wall across from the door.
Not that door, idiot. The door. Just move the TV. I have company coming over.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna have to fill the holes, remeasure, match the paint. It's gonna take me an hour just to get to the hardware store.
That's not my problem.
In the 80s, they never imagined that the smart TV time will come. As you can see in these stands, we see Johnny, the guys from Karate Kid in the 80s, and now Cobra Kai. Just putting a smart TV on the walls. Unlike in the 80s, black and white TVs were hardly known with an inferior technology than today. At the time, you have to place them on the table and not on the walls. They were small compared to the current ones, and you couldn't only see what was being transmitted at the time. That is a great change, right?
Bud? Hey, why don't you check out that magician over there? He's doing some pretty amazing tricks.
I'm on level 10.
All right, come on. All right, you can play that game anywhere. How about we shoot some hoops? I'll win you a prize.
I'm thirsty.
All right, great. There's a bar right over there. Let's take a walk. We'll get a couple of sodas.
Nah, I'm good.
You know, I would have killed to visit a club like this when I was his age. You know where I had to hang out in the summer? On a filthy street in Newark with a
Broken fire hydrant next to your antacids, yeah. What do you say we let Anthony play with his thing and you and I get a couple drinks?
We have Daniel Aruso here, that from Karate Kid 80s, now Cobra Kai. He's in a club with his family. His son spends all the time playing in video game in a tablet. LaRusso asks him why he doesn't play and has fun watching the matching or playing basketball. Look at this boy. Very entertaining playing in a video game, right? The fun of many boys today no longer find it fun to run, jump, or practice some other sport as it was done in the 80s. They prefer the new ones video games on their different mobile device. In this scene we hear two boys' fathers tell his wives how his life was when he was a teenager. A lot of different boys. There is no doubt that the technology is advancing is better now. Have you ever wondered if these technology advances has some disadvantages? Okay, watch the next scene till you get the answer.
Hey, can we get out of here, please?
Yeah. Wait for it.
It is true that the bullying has been around for many years. The 80s was also, but I was a little bit different than now. The bullying for today is easier. Make you feel bad to somebody only with a funny video and sending for the social network to everybody at the same time. It's, that is the answer that I was talking about in the before send.
Well, we used karate in our ads because back in the day, karate in the Valley was like football in Texas, you know, and Daniel was a champion.
And the same thing with the bonsai trees. It's something personal. But if people think it's a gimmick, maybe we should change it.
Now, in the United States, people prefer football over karate. And also, the man told Daniel that he is not patriotic because of the bonsai technique he is using in the trees he gives as gifts in the carousel. In Karate Kid, Mr. Miyagi taught that technique to Daniel. He used that to teach him because this bonsai technique symbolizes a bridge between the divine and the human, heaven and earth.
What'd you need it?
I'm actually here for karate. I saw your website. It said that there was supposed to be a session today.
I appreciate you coming in, but there are no girls in Cobra Kai.
Why not?
Same reason there aren't women in the Army. Doesn't make sense.
Johnny, in this scene, says that women can't practice karate like there are no women in the army. And he says that doesn't make sense. In 1948, women were allowed in the army, but they just served as doctors, nurses, pilots. But since 2013, women achieved full status. Now they can be in combat. I guess Johnny is not updated with this big news. That's why he's saying that.
Yeah, you, the one with the freaky lip. Who do you think I'm talking to?
Excuse me, Mr. Lawrence?
Sensei! Lawrence.
Okay. You really shouldn't make fun of someone's physical appearance.
Oh, is that so? So I'm not supposed to mention his lip at all?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's what they teach you in school. But in the real world, you can't expect people to do what they're supposed to do.
Johnny makes fun of a kid with a congenital defect in his lip. Since ancient times was implemented in the educational method based on the belief that the knowledge enters with blood, a phrase that started in the Middle Ages and that translates the conception that guided the educational processes in those times. But now everything has changed, and in schools, children are taught to respect diversity, so we could stop violence. So making fun of someone with a congenital defect is bad.
I mean, I want to ask her out, but I just don't know.
Don't know. What's there to think about? She's hot and all those other things.
Well, yeah, but what if she says no?
Never accept defeat, Diaz. There is no no.
Pretty sure no means no.
Yeah, if things are getting physical, no means no. But if you just ask her
In
out...
this scene, Johnny and Miguel are talking about getting what they want and not accepting defeat. But they also say, if things are getting physical, no means no. Due to gender violence, Johnny wants to tell Miguel to not accept defeat, but also to remember that there are limits, and he should respect them. That's why he is saying that a no means no.
I really like these bananas.
They're called plantains.
Oh. In English, we call them bananas. What's so funny?
Well, in this part, we can see Johnny eating with Miguel's family, and since they are Latino Americans. They are from Cuba, and for Miguel's family, it is too funny to hear that because Johnny says banana to plantains, because in the United States, they are call it that way. And at the same time, there is not a there is a culture exchange by knowing more words on how to call an object, and it is, in this case, a fruit.
Little bitch.
What?
You know that video I posted of me breaking that board?
Yeah.
Look what Yasmin commented.
Oh, shit.
I gotta do something.
All right, how about we kidnap her and have my boy Rico tattoo bitch on her face?
Calm down, Hawk.
As I mentioned before, in that part, Aisha received bullying, and she is one of the Sensei Johnny students because she's looking for a way to defend herself from the bullying, because they receive bullying for being chubby. And the past from the 80s, and if you receive bullying is to physical aggression or tasting, but currently it is not longer that the only way to struggle. As I mentioned, one of the scenes, today we have social networks, and that is good, but at the same time it's bad because someone used to that technology or that app to make a cyberbullying that is right now is most dangerous than the physical bullying. Because in that part we can see that Aisha posts a photo and they receive a comment, well, in that case a bad comment about it.
He's an oncologist.
Sounds like a tool.
I don't know. I never met him. They live in Denver.
For someone who hasn't talked to Allie in decades, you sure know an awful lot about her, man.
I've seen her on Facebook.
What's a Facebook?
Wow. Really, John? Come on.
Allie Mills Schwarber? That's her last name, though?
No.
Wow, what a downgrade. Are there any photos? I wonder how she's holding up.
You gotta be a friend to see them. I never friend requested her.
Well, in this part, we can see that Johnny, the man with blonde hair, was trapped in the 80s because, as we can see, he doesn't know what is a Facebook. So that is really funny because now everybody know who is a Facebook. And for this reason, Larusso tells you a little bit the benefits of this application. As we can see in the real life, many old people grow up but no hand in hand with some technology resources because they didn't want or couldn't not have the tools. But in Johnny's case, he decided to stay in the 80s because it was his best time in the life from this point of view. Okay, guys, this is everything that I can tell you about it. Thank you for your attention. I hope that you enjoy it.